Hi guys, welcome back. Welcome. We're just going to do a part two of the video that I just did, and instead of YouTube, we're going to do Netflix shows. Now, everybody watches Netflix, even though you don't have data, you watch Netflix with somebody else's data. But you're on Netflix, you don't know what to watch. I'm here to help you. I'm here to give you what I enjoyed watching on Netflix 2020. So enjoy this video. Again, you're watching Teresa and this is Chats with T. Say it like you mean. So let's just jump right into the video. The very first thing that me personally, I'm a book person. Am I even a book person? I haven't been reading in a while, but generally I'm a book person. And for some reason I'm always late to movies. Always late. Can you imagine? It was this year that I chronologically watched Marvel movies, like from Iron Man down to Infinity and what was the last one? I've forgotten. So I'm very late, but this first show just shows how late I am to discovering movies. So I discovered Sherlock Holmes 2020. Can you imagine? Okay, if you go on Netflix, just type Sherlock Holmes. Everything you see, watch it. Everything. There's a series, there's a three-part movie, and then there's a parody, Holmes and Watson. Whatever you do, don't watch the parody first. Watch the series or watch one of the movies or there are three movies. Watch, the three movies, then watch the parody. Like, watch the parody last. Anything I do, watch the parody last. You would enjoy it. I actually don't know which one that I liked the best. I don't know. But basically, Sherlock Holmes is this all-knowing guy. Like, he is ridiculously smart. Like, when you watch the parody, you would understand, like, how did we just believe that a nigga was this smart? But legit, Sherlock Holmes is portrayed as this very smart person. Like, he can just see you and know what you do. Anyway, Sherlock Holmes is very nice. He can just look at you and just know what you do, or he can just look at this scenario and know that the killer is this, and this, or he will just let's say you find him somewhere and then you ask him, how do you know I'll be here? And then he will not give you the run around, how this and that, and then he knew that you'll be here. Like, ridiculous things, like. Funny enough, while you're watching it, you just be believing, yes, this person is smart. Yes, this person is smart. When you now watch the parody, you now understand, okay, we're a little bit stupid for believing that somebody can be this smart. Anyway, Sherlock Holmes is a wonderful show. Check it out, watch it. Watch the parody last. Don't go and watch the parody first and then say you don't like it. Or watch the parody last. Another thing, so after I binged watched Sherlock Holmes, I think I finished it in 4 days. Then I watched the movies and then the parody. I was like, what else to watch? And my friend introduced me to Better Call Saul. So good, man. Guys. So Better Call Saul is actually it's weird to explain it. It follows this show called Breaking Bad, and Breaking Bad is also a show on Netflix. But Breaking Bad finishes and then Better Call Saul starts. But in actuality, Better Call Saul is basically showing what happened before Breaking Bad. Does that make sense? So they started Breaking Bad and then they did Better Call Saul, but Better Call Saul is telling you the story that happened before Breaking Bad, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. Better Call Saul is amazing. It's amazing. See, let me tell you this. The first episode will bore you, but push through. Episode 2, episode 3, episode 4, and then stop watching and see what happened, your body will actually have withdrawal symptoms. Your body will actually have withdrawal syndromes. It's so interesting. You'll be like, oh wait, what is happening? This is a show that is meticulously written, meticulously acted. Like, oh, you feel all the characters. It's also a conversation starter. Like, you'll be rooting for the bad guy. But that is Better Call Saul. Another thing, you can watch Breaking Bad first. I watched Better Call Saul, and then I was watching the first episode of Breaking Bad, and I was like, what is this? Better Call Saul is so much more better. Breaking Bad is mind-blowing. Like, ooh, is a show about this guy that is literally Breaking Bad. He clocks, I think he's 40 years old. Jordan Peterson has actually talked about Breaking Bad. He likes it. So it's a show about this family man. You know, he has his wife, he has his son. He stupidly sold the share of his company to his partners, and then the company blew. Now he's a teacher in a secondary school. I know secondary school students, they're not really nice. They're not really people that you want to be teaching, actually. He's a chemistry teacher, and he now gets cancer, and he's basically like, what is my life? What is my life? So he decides to break bad. That's why the name is Breaking Bad. And he uses his chemistry mind, starting to do meth. But imagine a chemistry teacher, a white chemistry teacher, and then going from that world of teaching chemistry, covalent bonds and non-covalent bonds, to creating, like making meth. And since he's a chemistry teacher, he's making pure meth. Imagine all the drug lords, you know, doing their meth business, and some kind of chemistry teacher comes and wants to come and start making meth. Can you imagine that? So, like, that is the whole plot of Breaking Bad. And shit. What does he call himself? Oh, Heisenberg. Oh my god, guys, watch Breaking Bad. He calls himself Heisenberg. There's one scene he goes, say my name. Heisenberg.
Now, say my name. Heisenberg. You're goddamn right.
Oh my god, and then the best character ever, Frank Gustavo. Actually, there's also another character, Mike. I love Mike. I want to marry Mike. I love him, but I loved him more in Better Call Saul because he was the boss in Better Call Saul. He was the person that got shit done. And then in Breaking Bad, he was basically like a boss boy, but high-ranked boss boy for Gustavo Fring. Fring is a character. God, he's a character. There is this scene, he wants to, let me not spoil it, but I'm going to spoil it. I'm going to spoil it because let's say you watch this video and you've never watched Breaking Bad, and then you start watching Breaking Bad, you forget this video and just get immersed, so you would not mind the spoiler. But spoiler alert, skip if you don't want to, if you don't want to see the spoiler. So there's the cartel, like the big Mexican cartel. Everybody has heard, they are the big drug lords. Fring is not part of the cartel, but he does business with them, but he's not part of the cartel. So he wants to kill off the cartel. This nigga poisoned a drink, gave it as a gift to one of the cartel members. The cartel member obviously pours the drink and gives it to Fring, drink. Fring carries this thing, straight face, knowing fully well he's drinking poison. drinks it. He's calm. They are continuing the party. Frank is calm. Then he stands up. He says he wants to go and use the toilet. He goes into the toilet, removes his coat meticulously, folds it with care, drops towel on the floor, kneels down so that he will throw up with so much calmness. Like, his criminal mind, amazing. Oh, amazing. Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. Breaking Bad has finished. Better Call Saul is continuing. So you might want to watch Breaking Bad and then Better Call Saul. But I watched Better Call Saul before Breaking Bad. It's fine. It's just the same characters, but it doesn't necessarily link yet. It doesn't necessarily, like, you wouldn't miss anything if you watch one before the other. Nothing at all. Okay, this year I rewatched Black Mirror, and I was like, well, I rewatched it. I didn't discover it 2020, so I shouldn't put it. But who said? Who said? Who gonna check me? Who? Nobody's watching this video. Who? Black Mirror is mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. The only thing is, Black Mirror is a series, but it's standalone episodes. I think I'm going to put up the episodes that I love, like, so you can pick one of those episodes and then start it. So you don't start with a boring episode and then get put off. Black Mirror is excellent. Like, if you watch Black Mirror, you become a conspiracy theorist. I discovered this movie, The Detector. Oh my God. It is a perfect movie for a day, like, you don't really know what to watch, but you want to laugh, but a little bit serious, not like comedy, ha 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 ha, but just stupid. Like, The Detector is wonderful. My best thing is when he goes, ooh, oppressed at last, oppressed at last. They're all going to say, oppressed at last.
You won't come down from there for yourself. Do it for your country. If this constitution is signed, there will be free press, women drivers, civil rights.
What are civil rights?
I'll tell you later. They're hilarious. Look, you alone can stop these terrible things from happening. You are the last great dictator. All of the others are gone. Gaddafi, Saddam, Kim Jong, Cheney.
You are right, Nadal. I will become the greatest dictator of all, the envy of madmen everywhere.
Yes, Supreme Leader.
From the mountaintops of North Korea to the jungles of Zimbabwe. Let every child laborer and sweatshop factory worker sing, oppressed at last, oppressed at last. Thank Aladdin, I am oppressed at last. Yes!
Oh my God. It's so...
Wait, you look very familiar. Do I know you?
Sorry. So sorry, Supreme Leader.
Don't worry, I'm 50% to blame. Enjoy it.
The Detector, watch it. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Just watch it. Okay, so speaking of comedy, my favorite, or somebody that I discovered 2020, Dave Chappelle. I read an article of one of his shows and I was like, this thing is going to be offensive, but let me watch it. And then I watched it and I'm like, this shouldn't be offensive, because almost all the articles were like offensive. He said this, he said that. and he said some things, but he's that comedian that he's saying things and you're like, oh my god, and you're laughing, but you're like, I'm going to hell. Oh, I'm going. That's him. Like, but that's the thing about comedy. Like, it's not you don't go to comedy to talk about serious issues. Comedy is comedy, you know. Sometimes, you know how like something would happen to somebody, and then in class or in secondary school, somebody making jokes, and you're like, don't say that, but you're laughing. But you're like, don't say, it's not nice, but you're laughing. And that's what comedy is meant to do. Or something happens to you, like the time that I missed my coach to the airport, and then I was taking a taxi. I had cried. I was panicking because I've lost the money that I paid. Me and my sister, I've lost the money that we paid to get on the coach to go to the airport. We might lose the money that we paid for flight, and well, even though we don't lose the money that we pay for flights, we'll be paying so much more, like so much more money to get a taxi to go to the airport. Like, so I had cried, I was frustrated, but then I was in the car and I was speaking to my friend and I was like, I have to take up work good under pressure from my CV because I clearly don't work well. Like, I was frustrated. My first instinct should be, okay, I've missed the coach, let me call my parents, let me brief them what is happening and then look for a solution. But my first instinct was to go to National Express office, Nottingham coach station, and cry. And then the woman behind the desk was like, there's nothing I can do for you, sweetheart. There's nothing I can do. There is no coach that will get you to the airport in time for your flight. And I was just there like, oh my god. A few, like 30 minutes, an hour later, I was in a taxi making a joke about it. And that's what comedy should be, in my opinion. Bonus. Something that I've been watching throughout 2020 is Big Mouth. I don't know if I discovered Big Mouth in 2020. I don't know, but I watched the new season like 2 days ago, finished it, binge watched it. Also, Girlfriends, as it came out on Netflix. I also watched Girlfriends as it came out on Netflix. I watched that, watched it. In fact, I also watched this anime, 7 Deadly Sins. I liked it. It was nice. It was cute. It's still continuing, and I want it to finish. I'm like, more episodes, please. I also watched, what is this thing? I watched 7 Deadly Sins. There was something else I wanted to say that I watched. I'm just watching Boys Over Flowers, you know, the Korean drama. One thing that I don't like about it is I cannot change it to English because I don't actively watch shows. I don't sit down and watch shows. I kind of listen to shows, if that makes sense. I'll be watching plays, my phone is somewhere else, but I'm listening. I'm cooking, my phone is somewhere else, but I'm listening. Like, it's a show that they're acting out, but I'm like, if you're a good actor, from your tone, I know what you're acting out. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, like, turn on the notification, you know, do that. Share this video with people. Once again, you're watching Teresa, and this is Chats with T. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Say it like you mean